Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make these heart earrings, and also along the way you'll be able to just stop at one if you wanted to do a pendant like these. Super cute. So this is what the single charm looks like. And then we've got the triple hearts. You could stop at 2, 1, 3, or you could even add more. So cute for Valentine's Day. So to make a pair of earrings, if you're doing the charm, you'll just need the 2 colours and the jump ring. But to make a pair of earrings, you're going to need 4 different colours of size 11 round seed beads. So for the video, I'm just going to use some nice bright, solid, opaque colours so that it's easy for you to see what I'm doing. So these are all Preciosa, and those are the colours. These were from Spellbound Bead. And then you'll need 4, like I said, and that's my other one, and that's going to be for that outline. So you need 3 colours for the middle of the hearts. These are my 3 colours, and then 1 for around the edge, like a metallic bead or a contrasting colour that's going to stand out against the middles. And then you'll need a jump ring and your earring hook, or just a jump ring if you're doing a pendant. A beading needle, I'm using a size 12 beading needle like always, and your thread. So I'm using Fireline crystal £6, and the amounts vary a little bit depending on what you're doing. So each little heart charm will take about 15 inches. That's 15 inches of thread for each one. And that's each one of these because they're all made separately and then joined together, so you want 15 inches for each. For the first one, because you're attaching the jump ring and going through it a few more times, I'd maybe add an extra couple of inches onto that first piece of thread. So let's get started. So you need to decide first of all for your earrings, we'll just work with this one, which colour is going to be at the top, middle and bottom, and lay your beads out in that order. So top heart, middle heart, bottom heart for me, and then your outline colour can just go on the side. And so you're going to cut your first piece of thread, like I said, is this heart at the top. We start with the top heart, so you're going to cut slightly longer, maybe 18 inches, just so that you've got enough to really secure the hook at the top. And before we start, I just wanted to show you that you can do a solid colour. You don't have to have the outline and the colour in the middle. You'll follow the same steps, but just, you know, don't swap to the outline colour, just stick with the one colour. And this is what it can look like, which is also really cute, I think. Just wanted to point that out if you wanted to do it solid colours instead. But for this one, we're going to start by picking, thread your needle onto your first piece of thread, and then we're going to pick up 2 of your outline colour, 2 of your first heart colour, slide those down, leave yourself about 4 inches from the end of your thread and hold those there while you come around and sew back through the first bead. So you're creating a circle. Pull that through. So you should have this. Now we need to move around through 2 beads to be coming out of this pink bead at the top. So moving through the next one in the circle and through the next one. So now we're coming out of here. You're going to pick up 1 of your first heart colour. Coming out of this side of this bead, you want to come around and go through the other side so that you're creating a loop again. Pull that through. It's probably going to not want to sit side by side, but then you're going to go back through that one you just added, pulling it nice and tight, back through the one it's connected to. Make sure you pull it so tight every time, and then back through that one you just added. So you should have this. So now we're going to create another right angle weave unit here. You're going to pick up 2 of your outline colour and then 1 of your heart colour, and coming around, going back through that bead on the other side. So you have this kind of matching the other side. Now we're coming out of here. I want you to move around through the next one. Make sure you keep it pulled tight so that there's no gaps, no loose parts of thread. Move up through the next one, across through the next one. So we have this. Now we need to get all the way back round to here. So we're going to go down through this next one, up through the next one, across through this pink one on the top, down through the one on the side where your tail thread is attached to, and that should straighten that back out as well so that it sits like that because it was leaning down before. And then finally you're going to go across through this bottom bead. Just repositioned ourselves to here where we need to be. So make sure everything's pulled nice and tight because it should be sitting nicely like this at this point. So if it's not, just go back and check your tension, make sure it's all pulled tightly. Then you're going to pick up 1 outline colour, 1 heart colour, 1 outline colour. Coming out of this one, you're going to skip across those 2 pink ones and go through that one at the bottom on the other side. So as we have this, now we're going to go up through the one on the side, across through this pink one at the top, down through the one in the middle. There's a lot of just repositioning in this pattern. So we're coming out of here, and now you want to go across through this bead in that direction. Towards the left, I should say. Keep it all pulled nice and tight. So you're coming out of here. Now you're going to pick up 3 of your outline colour and go back into that bead that you're coming out of, but go into the opposite side to where your thread is coming out. So you should have this. Now from here, I'm going to move across through this first one in that little group we just added, across through the bottom one in that group you just added, up through this one on the side. Keep it all pulled really tight and you should have this. So from here we're going to move just around the outline coloured beads around the edge, so up through the next 3. Pull that really tight. Now you're going to pick up 5 of your outline colour. 5. Coming out here, we're going to skip over this one on the top and go down through that one in the middle. Now from here we're going to go straight across through the next pink one and go up towards the top, pulling it nice and tight. And again pick up 5 of your outline colour, skipping over that pink one and going down through this one on this side that your tail thread's attached to. Pull that nice and tight, and we're not finished yet, so don't skip ahead. We need to straighten out this side and create the point. So from here you're going to move through the next 3 outline colour beads. Pull it nice and tight. And now skip over this one on the bottom and go back up through start with two beads on the other side. When you pull that down, make sure that thread slips underneath the bead, pull it really tight, and it should create this nice pointy bottom for your heart. So right now we have this. Now we need to move around to the top. So just going around the edge through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more beads to be coming out of this bead here. So I've moved around and I'm coming out of the bottom of that bead in the middle. You're going to take your jump ring, just make sure it's closed up nice and tight so it's not going to slip off the thread. And coming out of this one, you're going to go straight up through that next outline coloured bead, and the one after it as well, doesn't matter. Pull that through, pull it nice and tight, and just make sure that your thread's not twisted, so pull it out a little bit. Yeah, make sure it's not twisted. So your jump ring just sits right there in the middle. Now what you want to do is go all the way around the edge again and through that again. I don't know how many more times your beads will allow it, so maybe just once more. Go again if you can, just to secure that a little bit more so it's not hanging on by one thread, if you see what I mean. And then we'll tie our knots. So once you've gone around again and ended up anywhere around the edge of your heart, you're just going to take your needle under the middle so that you'll be catching the threads in your loop. Create a loop and go through it twice from bottom through to top. Pull it down and just make sure it's going to tighten around that thread where you're exiting. Pull that really tight and so you can see the knot, so you need to just move on through several beads. Pull it really tight and the knot will go inside a bead and vanish. So then you can tie a couple more knots, but be careful because you've passed through the beads a few times, you don't want to break any beads. So don't go around tying too many knots, just a few. And then you can move away from where you last tied your knot and then cut your thread. Then what you want to do is thread your needle onto your tail thread, do the same thing, tie a couple of knots and cut your thread. And then if you're doing just a pendant, then you're all finished. But I'm going to show you next how to attach the hearts together once you've made 3. So once you've done that, then now you need to cut a new piece of thread about 14-15 inches for the other hearts and thread your needle onto that thread, and then you're going to make your next heart in your middle colour in exactly the same way as you did this one, but you don't want to add the jump ring at the top. So after you've done the step where you skip the bottom bead to create the point and you've gone up through 2 beads, I want you to stop there and then I'll show you how to attach it to the top part. Okay, so I've made my second heart and I've just created this point bead by skipping over this one, and I've gone up through 2, so make sure you're coming out of 2 beads above the point at the bottom. If you're not, just move your way around the edge so that you're in the same place, and then we're actually going to move around to this bead right here, so you can just go ahead and move to there. So I'm just going up and around the edge. So you're coming out of this bead here, not the one right in the centre, the one above it. Then you're going to take your first heart, holding it kind of upside down like this. You're going to go through the point bead at the bottom of the heart. Ooh, off it goes. Slide that down. And then not the bottom bead on this side again, the second bead up. You're going to go through that, pull it down, make sure it's not twisted, so that stacks in place. And then just like we did with the jump ring, I'm going to go all the way around the edge, back through that connection again, then tie my knots with the thread, cut the thread off, tie my knots with my tail thread, cut that off, and then we'll do the next one. So now you're going to cut your final piece of thread, again about 14-15 inches. That does leave a little bit spare. You could go a little shorter, but it would mean you're working with quite a short piece of thread at the end, so it depends how comfortable you are with that. But go ahead and make your third heart using your third colour, same way. And again, we're going to attach it in the same way, so you can kind of speed ahead if you want, but I'll make mine and then show you how I attach it. So I've made my third heart, and like I said, we're going to attach it in the same way, but I'll just show you again. So move round to the exiting out of the second bead up from the middle on the edge. Then pick up your 2 stacked hearts, and you're going to go through the bottom point bead of your second heart, and then into the second bead up on the other side of the heart loop. Pull that down, make sure it sits in the middle. Pull it nice and tight, and then you're going to move around a little way. You can go all the way around and reinforce this, and then you can tie your knots. So in the same way as we did before. And always moving away from your knot before you cut your thread, but I'm going to tie a couple more knots. And then I'm going to thread my needle onto my tail thread and do the same. So then you're all finished with your beading on this one, so you need to go ahead and make the other one if you're doing earrings, and attach your earring hook just by hooking it onto your jump ring. But I actually really like this as a pendant, also like a longer drop pendant. I think that's really nice, so I'm going to leave it like that. I didn't actually think I'd like these colours, I just did them because they were bright and they were easy to see on the camera. But I kind of like how it's turned out. With the edge around it, they're not too much in your face, if you know what I mean. So once you've done that, finished your second earring, then you're all finished. So it's how they all turned out. I love these ones. Here's the other one, and my super sparkly blue ones. And these sparkly beads, by the way, are from Sheen Beads. You can find them on Instagram, and they have a website and an Etsy page as well. Sheen Beads, that's S-H-E-E-N. I believe based in India. And the shipping, at least when I ordered, the shipping to the UK was surprisingly fast. I was amazed when they arrived because I'd only just ordered them. Really nice beads. And these ones, the pendant, super cute. I've been wearing this every day since I made it. I have it stacked with my other necklace. And these little hearts that I've been working on with these sparkly silver beads, because they've got like a facet on them. These are also from Sheen Beads. But I've been making lots of little hearts with the silver edge. I'm gonna do a charm bracelet, so I'm working on a beaded kind of rope for the actual bracelet, and then I'm going to attach loads of these all the way along it. I think it's going to be really cute. I'll show you the finished results probably on Instagram, so you can follow me there at Beading by Hannah, the same as it is here, and comment down below anything else you'd like to see, any other videos you want to see coming up. I need lots of new ideas for the new year. I've got a few ideas coming up, so I'll be doing some votes over on Instagram as well to see which ones you want to see. So head on over there and follow me there, and you can like and subscribe this video if you enjoyed it. It helps so much. And thanks so much for watching, everyone. See you next time. Bye.